Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. This is for those of you who is a part of our wellness online community. I am on a mission to helping or inspiring 1,000 families globally. Currently, I'm in already multiple countries by way of inspiring another person to start their wellness, their health journey, and to inspire others to lead in that chapter in their city. So if you are in a city near me or far from me and you are in the health and wellness industry, the beauty and spa industry, and you are looking to join a community of thriving women, thriving visionaries, thriving mamas in business, looking after themselves, putting themselves first, working on their business, connecting and networking, and having a plethora of resources within our community and creating opportunities all over the world, then you want to be a part of this. You want to lock arms with us, and you want to pay attention this year, right? This is our orientation for this year, right? Whatever you did before, you know, it's not going to so much matter after today. What's going to matter is what you plan on doing now. And are you already in the motions, in the momentum, or are you starting now or looking to start? So I'm here to make sure that you guys are on track to your goals, your visions, and having clarity, because clarity will help you to fuel your passion. So first I want to go over, our group, right? We're growing. We still have people. I just admitted someone in there today, and sorry, sorry. Okay, so in the group, when you are invited to the group or you find our group and you join our group, then I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. I want you to say, hey, let us know what it is that you do. If you are a mother, a woman, a visionary with a mission, a business, a purpose, a desire, let us know what it is that you're doing outside of just keeping healthy, outside of being fit and phenomenal, outside of taking phenomenal products, like what we provide. So if you came into our community by way of any of these connections, by using our products, by investing into what we have in one of our challenges, by just wanting to be a part of a community, then you want to also share that with us. So what is it that you do? um, why is it that you want to be a part of this community, and what you have to offer? I am always looking for leaders or looking to develop leaders, right? So I welcome you to bring your gifts as long as it is related to what we have, our purpose and our mission here, as long as it can help another person on their journey here. If it's something that you feel you have and you need to practice upon, utilize this community and utilize the people that you have in here and practice upon it. And then you can also get feedback. Again, it has to be related to the journey that we're all equally on, right? So let's support each other in that way. So again, who are you, your name, city or country you're from, introduce yourself. What is it that you do? You can tell us how you even heard about this. And you definitely should thank the person who invited you here, because baby, there are people in this community that has been in here for years. And before this community even was created, there was people who were in this community that have been rocking with me for years. Okay, so I've seen transformations, I've seen momentums, I've seen people creating their flow, right? And I like to believe that your girl, okay, we had something to do with that. One thing I desire is for a community that is engaging and that is active, and that, you know, when you participate, you get much more, right? You get so much more. So there are some things in, thank you for the follow. There are some things here in the group that is going to be beneficial to you year round. We have, or quarterly, we have outdoor challenges, we have virtual challenges, we have update on things and events in your city and around the city, or ones that you can even travel to. I'm thinking of, you know, starting to do some new things in there as well that we haven't started doing in that group as yet, but I'm still working out the kinks in that. So I'm not going to announce it yet, but I'm still connecting and working out some kinks in those sense. There's resources, there's files that you can, and let me go into it and see. Um, there's files that can be useful to you that are also in the group. So once you go in there, just go through it, go through the videos, watch some of the old videos, because there's information in them that can still catch you up on your journey. So go in the group and make sure that you go back and watch the videos, right? If you are looking for, you know, workout videos, definitely go back into the group and find those videos that is helpful to you, that can assist you on your journey. Some of the files that we have here is going to help you on your overall journey as well. So we have files like meals and recipes, right? So we have a plethora of, and again, I can't even show you guys certain things on this platform because of how I have the setting, right? Yeah, so I'm not even gonna waste time trying to, but anyways, there is meal plans, pre-breakfast, for breakfast, for lunch. We have, you have optional snack options. You have meal plans sorted out in days, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, all the way to day 7 and more. You have, well, 15 days, right? Because we have our 15-day program. You have a My Health Matter grocery list. So you want to follow the if you need help, right? You want to follow this outline, which is all here catered to you. There's it's itemized. So the grocery list has veggies, protein, fruits, nuts, seeds, grains, um, condiments and dressings, spices and dairy. So it highlights the healthy options so that you can have, and you should take this list with you when you go to the grocery shopping, or when you're are making, we all about preparing ourselves, right? Preparing ourselves for success. So when you're making these, making a list to go to the store, to go shopping, or you're ordering online to save time, you want to follow that guide. You want to follow that list and see what works with you. Because one of the things is, we don't push you to change your diet, so to speak. We encourage you to eat what you want with moderation, but do the exercise, do the movement, and swap out. Find things that you can swap out, like eat the healthier portion or version of, versus continually eating the junk, right? It's all about lifestyle. It's all about adjusting. It's all about finding what works and where to fit it in. And my goal is to always listen to our body, always help you to listen to your body. So whatever your body is telling you, you need to listen to it. So it's not so much answer to the craving, but find the underlying meaning to that craving, the deficiency, the lack. What is your body really telling you? And then you work towards giving your body, fueling your body up in that area, so that you can eliminate those type of cravings, so that you no longer have them, to have that desire to go and eat the familiar, to go and eat the things that you used to. But if you do, baby, okay, we talk about cleanses. We talk about just removing impurities from your body and ways to do that. Okay. Um, so we talk about the meal plans. We talk about the grocery list. There's also workbooks, guys, workbooks. And that's one of the things that we're going to go through today. There are workbooks, and I want you to get I really want you to get your pen and your paper, because this is going to be an extensive overview, because this is our New Year launch. Basically, this is the first video for the year. This is the orientation. There are new people coming in. There are people who forgot what we are about, and the resources that we have, and how we show up to help you each and every single time. I'm looking for some leaders who are willing to show up in their expertise as well, and start sharing their expertise in the community to help our people to save some generational and break some generational habits. Okay, so I'm looking for you. If you looking for me, I'm looking for you. We have things to help you with exercise and meditation and affirmation. So they are all guided with food. Again, you can't see it. Yeah, with food menus and stuff like that. You can go, again, get in the group. Is going to be free for 7 days, and I want you to be a part of it. Okay. Before we get into what we're about to get into, there is developing a growth mindset, part 1 and 2, because basically it is giving you a worksheet, giving you information and on an exercise on what to do to determine, do you have a growth mindset? Do you have a growth mindset, etc. Okay, so that's just a overview and a walkthrough of how to be, like, what to do when you first get into the group. Okay, so you came into the group, you filled out all the questions. In order to get into the group, you either paid your membership fee and you got into the group, right? Now that you're into the group, what do I do? Do I sit there and I be silent? Do I continue to just sit back and watch? No. We are going to participate in our own promise, in our own becoming, in our own developmental, in our own life experience, right? In our own developmental patterns. We are going to be engaged in the vision this season. Okay, so we got to participate. We're going to get excited for our life. We're going to want everybody around us to feel excited. So you get in there, you want to introduce yourself. Those who haven't introduced yourself, introduce who you are this year, because maybe you've come into this group when it first opened back in, I don't know, let's find out, right? Maybe you first came into the group way back then and you did not introduce yourself then, or you need to reintroduce yourself. Let the people them know who you are, what it is that you do. Let us know how we can help you and how we are helping, and how we can help you and what you have to offer that can be helpful to us as well, right? So far I can't see when we started the group. So we're going to get into the workbook. So initially, when you first come into the program, this is a program. When you go through a new change, when you go through a lifestyle reset, you have to now put your body through a program. That's mind, body, spirit. You got to put yourself through a program. So what we have here is a program, and I know that this program works. How do I know that this program works? Because I had to go on this program for myself. I had to actually participate in the program myself. And when it worked best for me is when I was fully immersed and tapped in to the program and learned how to, I'm freezing up here, guys, sorry, and learn how to combine the program with my day-to-day life. So every day, even though I had the foundation and the program that I know that works, my goal each day, my goal each time that I revise this program, is all about improving of selves, increasing the momentum to see growth, because it's a program that has a formula that works. Or if it's not working for you, it's because you are not clear and you are not working the program. Okay, so right here, the system that we basically have some products that help get you started on your health and wellness journey. So we always say before you start, you want a clean slate. So what we want you to do is cleanse the area, cleanse the body, so we know what we're working with, right? But before you do that, I want to identify with you, or you identify for yourself, what is it that you are working with currently? What are your signs? What are your symptoms? What are your challenges? What are the things that are affecting you from getting to this destination from this destination, right? And how long have you been trying to get there, right? So that we can set up the right plan, so that we can create the right goal, so that you can see the right outcome, right? Sometimes we just got to sit down and talk about it and forget about everything that we know for ourselves, but be open to new perspectives, right? Okay. So, with that said, I'm still going. We are going to get into the workbook that is required when you get in. So let's go through it together, because again, this is the beginning of the year, and we are going to want to identify how to maximize your smile through fitness. Okay, so those of you who don't know, I am the founder of Smile Fitness by Trees, where my sole mission is to help the girls, the goddess, right, to embrace that smile by taking care of their insides and their outsides, taking care of their body on a holistic level. Okay, if you have not registered yet, if you have not registered to be a part of the email list, if you have not gone to my website to shop for your compression gear, or even your product, or to sign up to be an affiliate, sign up to be a brand ambassador, sign up to make some money with me, then go ahead and do that now. You can go to smiledynasty.com is my website, smiledynasty.com. You want to go and do that now. Go register online, see what you need, take what you need, shop, register, and subscribe. Okay? Okay. The goal here is to be anybody and get anybody you want with this amazing fat burning and muscle toning program. Okay? Our program, like I said, quarterly and yearly, and I say we have 15 days and 30-day challenges, right? And these challenges help you to create a formula, and to create your formula, and to create a routine around it. Okay? Becoming your best self this year is going to require your investment. Okay, it's going to require your investment. If you're tired of New Year's resolutions that keep you for like keep you in that mindset for the whole year that you know what, like you fail, because let's say so a lot of people created resolutions at the beginning of the year, and then I already see that a lot of them are slowing down. Today is 23 day in our 3033. 3033 is strong in this community, right? 3033, when we kick off 3033, and we have started, guys, it's January and we're going down into the summer with this challenge 3033. So it's powerful, and this is what this community is really about, right? We have our 15-day challenges where we break it down into 2 phases, but our 30 30 30 30 33, when you commit yourself to 30 days of full commitment to yourself to achieving any goal, you will be a beast in the next coming month and the next coming months after that. If you lock in and focus 30 days, and all it will take is 30 minutes per day. Most people are saying 1 hour, 2 hour, lock into your dreams each and every single day to build your business. And I say that too when it comes to building your business, right? How many hours do you want minimum do you want to put into your business each and every single day to see optimal growth? I say, hey, for a little 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, break it up in the morning, break it up in the afternoon, do a little here at lunch, but make sure that you're getting those hours in wherever you need to, so that you don't feel burnt out, so that you don't feel overwhelmed. So now we're taking it back, follow me, taking it from business back to overall wellness. I can't help it but talk about business because business is my passion. Helping people make money is I thrive. I'm excited about creating businesses with people. So I'm always going to refer back to business because my mind is always looking at how you can make multiple streams and residual income from doing one thing, right? So my mind's always on that scope. But back to health, like when you are locked in and you are just committing 30 minutes a day, focus on 3 activities and 3 products. 3 activities and 3 products. What are the 3 areas in your life that, when it comes to your health and your well-being, that you want to focus on this year? And you're going to focus on them in quarters. Okay, so Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Okay, so what are the 3 things? Yes, I did say 4 quarters. I heard myself, but don't get lost in that. 3 things you want to focus on when it comes to your health, and the 3 products that you're going to take to help you get there. So I want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. I know that, listen, drinking my brew tea, wherever it is, I know that drinking my IASO brew tea is going to get me that result. So I'm going to make sure that I get my optimal health and result, that I can feel good, that I can be motivated and inspired to continue going, and then look to see if I can inspire anyone around me to start their journey. Like, that's what it's about, you guys, right? I know I have a goal. I also know I have the solutions to go with it. I know that I'm in a community that's going to get me up, because maybe this new lifestyle is not a habit as yet. So I'm going to need to immerse myself in the environment, right? And this community is going to inspire you to just be in the environment of people that's doing it, right? So when you go out on your walks, post it in here. When you're making your meal for the morning, your breakfast, lunch, or dinner, if you're drinking soup, if you're making something healthy, if you have a tip about how someone can substitute what with what, or what advice can you give your sister that's rising on this journey together with you, right? Post it in the group, be engaging, be impactful, and be memorable. Okay. Um, every time I put down the phone, it kicks me out, so I have to keep going back in. All of this is in the book, guys. So you just gotta make sure you go through the book. Okay. This group is also here to help you with your accountability. One of the staples that made me thrive in my success in this journey is having, not only being accountable, okay, recognizing where I need to stand 10 folds down and become accountable for myself, but finding an accountability partner, right? Finding an accountability partner. Make sure you find your accountability partner, someone who is going to, who you can call to say, come, let's go outside and walk together. Let's go do our 30 minutes exercise together, whether it be virtually or whether it be in person. Someone who can start this journey with you. You can jump in and get the 15-day challenge kit, and then you can start taking those products and you can inspire someone else to do it with you. You can get a month supply of package, and then start your journey that way, inspire someone to start with you. Or you can just say, hey, bring a friend with you in this community, so that when we are doing our virtual workout events and when we're doing our meetups and things like that, then you have a friend with you that can help keep you accountable. Or make a friend in this community, because it's easier to connect with people who is already in that momentum and flow than to convince somebody else to just come and rock it with you, right? So there's some things I want you to get your pen and papers, write these questions down, and I want you to answer it. I want you to fill these questions in. You can also get this downloadable book, ebook, in the, again, in the file section in the group here, right? And then you can print it out for yourself and you can fill out the information. But for those of you who don't have it, then let's fill out, you're manifesting your smile. Okay. You're manifesting your smile. Now, what is your why? We talked about that from the beginning. What is your why? Your why has to be strong enough to move you. It can't be just, oh, I just want to lose weight. Oh, I want to work out. Like, that why is not strong enough. We all have desire. I want to travel. I want to sleep in bed. I want to eat all the candy in the world without dealing with the consequences. Like, we all have wants and we all have desires. But what makes that why even more powerful is something that moves you. That moves you, right? For me, what moved me into this, and I'm doing my best to keep showing up so nobody else has to go through this. What moved me into a health and wellness journey was tragedy, was trauma. My body was breaking down. I was dealing with burnout. Like, when I tell you my body crashed, I was dealing with tremors. I was unable to even hold a water bottle. So ever since you've seen me on this lifestyle walk, I've been on recovery mode. I still have the effects of the trauma, the impact that my body went through back in 2016, 2017. But I am still recovering from that. I'm still working through that, but I'm able to do that there. So what is it? What is my why? I'm doing this for survival. Why do I stay away from stressful situation? Because for me, my why, it's life or death for me. I want it as bad as I breathe, right? And to encourage that and to facilitate that, I created a community that can keep me accountable so that I have to show up for those who need help or, need guidance into learning some of the things that I've learned along the way. Right. So, what is your why? And I hope that some of you guys can come in here and don't wait till it gets to that traumatic part where a doctor has to speak to you and tell you that, listen, you got to stop doing what you're doing and find a way to heal, find a way to rest, find a way to relax, right? I had neurological issues, my nerves, anxiety, panic attacks, and all sorts of things happening to my body due to overwork, being burnt out, and being stressed, right? How many of you guys know that stress is one of the number one component in most, if not all, disease to your body, right? Stress is one of the component that can happen so instantly, can carry with you in your entire life, and that can take you out immediately. And it seems like it was sudden, but it was something that you carried with you for years. Okay. So that experience taught me to keep myself in environments where I am not stressed. Do not encounter environments that trigger stress, right? That's what that taught me. Okay. So back to y'all. What is your why? How did you get to this point? I just explained to you all of that. So you can apply it to yourself as you're answering this question. And what is your ching? Don't you like that sound? That means money. Money. Um, I'll look at that after. Um, yeah, so what is your why? How did you get to this point? And what is your new commitment to self? So you're coming into this group. One of the challenges that we have is a 30-33, where you're committing 30 days, right? 30 days of soul commitment to yourself. You're going to focus on sitting in silence. You're going to focus on journaling, scribing. You're going to focus on breathing. You're going to focus on moving your body 30 minutes per day. What are the things that you need to focus on in those 30 days? You're also thinking about what are your consumptions in those 30 days. Remember, this is a lifestyle. This is a 90-day run. This group is for those of you who are ready to run that 90-day course to really reset and reprogram that body. So your food of consumption for that 30 days, you're not worried too much about changing too much things, but you want to start paying attention. You want to start taking notes. You want to start being familiar with the things that you're really eating. Because sometimes we just eat off of cravings. We just eat because we see things. I want you to pay attention. Okay, because if you don't pay attention, you ain't gonna want to change anything. So I want you to really pay attention and take notes. We have a meal plan guide that will help you with that. It has servings, it has calories, it has all these things. So it helps you to calculate the amount that you're eating per day. It helps you to it helps you to stay in a calorie bracket or deficit. It helps you out. So you can have that too. Now, one of the things I like us to prepare ourselves for, we're going on a race. We know that we have some bad habits. We know some things have stopped us from achieving some things in the past. We know these things about ourselves, right? It's not new to us. It's not familiar to us, but every time it comes around, guess what it does? It does exactly what it's supposed to do. Delay us, stop us, distract us, move us from our goal, our initial goal, right? So, what we do here in this community now is set ourselves up again to win. You already know what these things are. So, now take your pen and paper, and I want you to write down the two things that may get in the way. What are the two things that may get in the way of your progress, get in the way of you showing up for yourself and for this community? The two things that may get in the way from you being honest with yourself during this challenge, the two things that may get in the way, write them down now so that when they get in the way, guess what? We are going to have a solution. We're going to have an answer. We already have a rebuttal for that. So every time it does me, I'm in a season in my life, or I started this like a year or two ago, and I said, anything that makes me feel uncomfortable, I am going to end up doing it. Being that I'm in a transition where I took my time back, I retired myself from 9 to 5, that everyday matrix programming, because I positioned myself in this season of, creating residual income, creating multiple streams. And in order for me to do that, I needed my time, right? It all worked out for me when the doctor says, listen, you got to take time off. It all worked out for me because at that point I was trying to figure out what is it that I'm going to do income wise to help me while I am going through this process, because life is life, and life bills got to pay, got children who need to eat, they go to school on a regular basis. Like, life is about to life because I am facing physical and health challenges, right? So I positioned myself, and God just made it work out in that way where I had to pivot into that space. Listen, I said I wanted to be a work at home mom. I said I wanted to free up my time. I said I wanted to make residual income. I said I wanted to make money in different currencies. I said it and I did it. Okay. So we got to be very clear that yes, there will be distractions, there will be delays, but you now have to set yourself up. Now that I have all this time, now I have control of my own schedule. I don't have to do when I need to do what I need to do. Did you get that? But yes, I do, because as your own boss, as you take control of your own health, guess what? If you don't do it, who will? You have to now create a routine, a momentum, a lifestyle, a self-sufficiency, a self motivation to get up and just go get it done. So I had to tell myself, with whether I want to or not, get up and go, get up and do it, get up and create that schedule, get up and follow through with that schedule, because the more you do, the more you reap. Because the more you show up, the more people call on you, the more people recognize your thing and pay into you, buy into you. So you got to keep showing up. What are the two things, right? Because your health is now in your control. You have the decision to make. Will I make the right choice today when it comes to my health? You don't take the guesswork out of it. You don't have to get up every day and think about what it is you have to do when it comes to your health. Think about what you have to do when it comes to your health now. Write it down, figure out what that looks like for you, and then wake up every day following that plan. Follow that roadmap that you created yourself and keep following it. And you can follow it to your pace, or you can speed it up and increase the level of altitude that you decide to go with it. But follow that roadmap to your success, because you know that it works. Okay. So now that you identify the two things that may get in the way, I now want you to, and write this down, List the 2 things that you can put into place to help you be successful. Now, you had the things that may get in the way, the self-doubt, the disbelief, the social, the environment, the old habits. You had the list of things that may get in the way. Now I want you to write the list of things that are going to make you successful. Now these are habits that you're creating to counter predict, to prevent, to come up that's strong enough to keep you going, even though, like when you get up and you may feel a little sick today, or you may feel a little nauseous today, or you may not feel in the mood today, but because that work says, listen, I gotta go, you gotta clock in, you're gonna get up and you're gonna go anyway ways. What motivated you? You see, you are a new parent, that baby keeps crying, you're tired, you don't want to get up, but that baby keeps crying. Something is needed. That baby needs to change, that baby needs to be fed, and only you can do it. But you just want to sleep. You didn't the baby kept you up all night, you didn't get no rest, and you just want to sleep. But you got to get up, and you get up doing it willingly. You get up doing it while you're tired. You get up and you get it done, and you attend to that baby's needs, right? There's something bigger within you that allowed you to get up and go and do that, because you put yourself in a position that if you don't do it, then who else will, right? Who else is going to do it? So set yourself up. What is those things that you need or you can do to help you to be successful? Okay. What will you reward yourself? We are big on celebration here. So why I encourage you guys to share your transformation, put your pictures beside each other, do your before and after videos. Let us know your wins for the day, for the week. Why we do things like that is because we're big on celebration. We want to celebrate you. We teach you how to celebrate yourself, celebrate the little wins, but celebrate the big wins, celebrate the wins in between. Always be doing things so that you can celebrate. Okay, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Find ways to celebrate in your life. Reignite your life. Reignite the passion. Okay, what is your morning routine? Let's work on creating what that looks like for you right now. All right, who are you becoming? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Again, you can get this booklet once you join the Facebook group, which is free for 7 days. So get on in. So the vision of Smile Fitness by Trees as a VT is to build up confidence with each smile. Okay, we are in alignment with our partners to get more and serve to as many people that we can. Our focus is mind, body, spirit, and transformation. Okay, it is an exciting time. You are about to start this journey, and then it goes through the spiel. So um oh, this is the part where I talk about, it initiates getting your pictures and all those things ready for transformation, right? Where you start is not always where you end up. Who you start with is not who you end up, who you end the game with, right? Everything big was once small. So I am encouraging you to keep going. Keep going. It doesn't stop here. I I applaud those of you who've been in the community since day one. And I know you could simply just put that exit button and come out. I know you can simply just not pay attention, but you stick in. And there's something in here that you're getting. I know it's not familiarity and it has to be bigger than, oh, because you know me in real life or you've gotten to know me in real life. I really want you to immerse yourself into this community and take what you need from it and also give what it is that you can out of it. Okay, so morning routine, mine for morning miracles. Let's talk about your morning miracles. How do you begin your morning? Right? It's super powerful. Do you take time to center yourself? Do you get up and you just rush and do you go? Like, are you eating heavy foods that make you feel very tired or gassy or just heavy throughout the day? You want to create routines of and habits that are going to fuel you and that's going to help transform you into who you are becoming. Okay, these are the things that you want to keep in mind when you are um, when you're creating or developing a routine habits. Here are some of my favorites in what to do in the morning to kind of bring myself to a space and pace that is beneficial to the productivity of my day. So, meditation, prayer, reflection, deep breathing, gratitude, just being thankful for everything and everyone that you are encountering, who you're about to encounter. So things like that. Create your morning routine. Many of you guys see me walking. I get up and I go outside and I walk. I have to, now that it's colder outside, I'm missing continuous consistency of walking. So I have to find substitutes for these things. I enjoy making a hot cup of coffee throughout the day, in the morning, I'm working at home, and throughout the afternoon, and before I go to bed, right? Reading. What are you reading? I finished up Who Not How. I personally I'm reading a lot because it helps me to help you. It helps me to help my other community who is focused on just business, because I'm all about building the body, the bank, and and the business. Okay, get to the business, right? So I'm always studying in these areas, reading up on these areas, tapping in with leaders who have been before me, who have been successful in these areas, to see if I can get any gems that I can apply to my business, to see that if it helped grow my business, or to see if it can help another person in business. Maybe that strategy, maybe that technique, maybe it doesn't work for my business, but maybe it will be work for your business. But I'm able to learn through reading. So you may need to learn for mindset, for confidence, for healing, whatever area you need to read for. Find a book, include that into your 30-day. Include that as one of your three things that you want to focus on, along with the three products that you will be taking. So, reading is knowledge, and the more you learn new things, the more you unlearn and realize you know nothing, right? Even though I've read so much books and I've learned a lot, I still know nothing, right? So I'm working on just improving my knowledge and growing. Pick up a book and and get it done. So when it comes to books, here are some suggestions. I just told you about the Who Not How that I'm reading now. You also want to, if you're into business and things like that, there's Blue Ocean Strategy. These are the things that I'm reading. And now Beyond Disruption. These are the things that I'm reading now. But there are other books like, if you're talking about more, we're talking about routines. We're talking about morning, morning rituals or regimens, right? And if you're based on your spiritual beliefs or your beliefs in general, you can get this book. It's called Calling on Jesus, which is a yearly devotional. So every day it has a verse, a paragraph of a scripture or a phrase, and it's broken down, and it just brings you to a place. It gives you thought-provoking questions and things that they could answer. So that's one. The Four Agreements, right? This is more of a wisdom book, right? So if you want to get back into alignment with your thought patterns and how the things that you're agreeing with yourself and upon yourself, then you want to look into that. There's one that calls the 9 Laws of Success. This attracts health, love, life, and success in your life. You want to focus on that. There's one, the Miracle Morning. Now, one of the practices we do in this group is it comes from the Miracle Morning, which is a really powerful book that teaches you how to really take back your morning by implementing certain practices, right? And it's called the Savers, like the Life Savers. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. The food lab. So when you're breaking down the type of foods, when you want to learn about food, unlearn and relearn about just the things that you're taking within yourself in your system, then you want to start reading that. It talks about better home cooking through science, right? So there's just some book suggestions that you can really take in. So like I said, this was going to be a long orientation, New Year orientation live with the community. And I'm so happy and grateful now that you guys are here. We're going to reset a little and we're going to go back into just the breakdown. This book is pretty much almost ran through. It's just for you to now take those questions, sit down, fill them out. Make sure you're filling them out. Make sure that you create your schedule, your plan. When you can organize it, it can flow better, right? Take the thought process out and get into automation and flow. Okay, so we talk about your scheduling. We talk about, well, there's a map on there so that you can fill out your scheduling. There's a map on there that you can do your success scheduling, which is, again, identify your objective for that week, right? Check off those weekly boxes to see if you have been consistent. Your duration of the exercise. We said for this exercise, for this 30-day program that we're on, it's minimum 30 minutes. Now, if you go more than that, good for you, right? Everybody's at different levels, right? And that's okay. But there's a section here where you put down your duration, the materials that you use. Did you use equipment? Did you use no equipment? Things like that, right? And then you can write notes on your progress, or your thoughts, your feelings, and how your reflection of that day, right? So now we're going to talk about reflections. Now we're going to talk about reflections at the end of the day. I'm sorry, guys. There's so much things going on. I'm so off of schedule and everybody is dinging me down. People are ordering from my website. I'm so happy and grateful. Now there are messages going off. And I'm just going to wrap this up real quick so that I can get back to work because it is 448. All them fours screaming at me. All them 8 screaming at me. Okay, so you have that, the duration of the day. You have a progress chart, a matrix where you can basically measure your body. Okay, you're measuring your neck, your chest, your upper arms, your abdominals, your waist, your hips, okay, measure yourself. Just make sure you're measuring yourself as you're about to start this journey, because guess what? You're going to measure at the beginning and you measure at the end. You take your picture, your video at the beginning and vice versa at the end, because then you can see the result. You ever have someone growing around you and you don't notice their growth, but as soon as you go outside, somebody points out something and you look and you're like, you're right. They're around you so much you can't even see it. The funk is around you so much you can't even smell it, right? You gotta create an environment where you can see it with your own eyes. And that's what this is. This chart is going to help you to start seeing how progressive, how amazing you are doing in this transformation. Get in the Facebook group, y'all. Again, this video is not for YouTube. It's for the community. It's for the 1000 Family Global. That is a Facebook health and wellness group that is on Facebook Health and Wellness Group that is on Facebook. You don't know. Okay. So I want you to write a letter to yourself. So the final thing, as you're closing out, before you start, you're going to write a reflection letter. You're going to write a letter to yourself pointing out all your flaws. Okay, talk bad. You always talk bad about yourself, don't you? Don't you look in the mirror and talk about, oh, my face so dry. Oh, like, why does this look like that? Why is my pigments is all this? Why is my hair so? You look in the mirror and you talk down and talk back to yourself, right? True, true. So now you have the opportunity to hear, right? Write it out. Write it out. Anything that triggers you, a negative thought or emotion, maybe somebody has said it to you. Maybe you haven't said it to yourself, but somebody has said it to you, and you keep rehearsing those thoughts in your mind. Write it down. Write it down. Okay? Your thoughts, your emotions, your body, and or ways of thinking. Write it down. Write it down in the form of a letter to yourself. Okay? Now the second part of that is write a letter to your future self. And now this is the person who you're becoming in the next 30 days, the person you're becoming in the next 60 days, the person you're becoming in the next 90 days. This is you writing a letter to that person. Okay? This is you writing a letter to that person. You're writing your story and you're sharing it with the future self. Okay? What does your body look like? How will the new you dress? How will you dress? Some of you may have seen how I stepped out come the new year, because last year and the year before that, it was comfy cozy, baby. I was repping a brand that sell hoodies and sweatwears and sweatpants and things in that nature. Okay, so and I was focused on fitness, so I was always in fitness lounge and fitness things. So baby, this year I'm selling huge and big contracts. So I am attracting successful people, okay, who are ready to invest large amounts of money into themselves and into my business. So, baby, I started dressing the part, okay? Dress to impress, dress how you want to address, okay? How will you now dress? Yeah, how will you now dress that you're showing up for your authentic self? Show off the new you. How will you feel in your new life? Listen, when I say show off the new you, when I tell you talk up a storm, talk big about yourself, right? Yeah, this is the big trees, not a little one. Okay, talk big about yourself. Talk big about yourself. In 30 days, take authority, right? Take authority, and then take another read about on this letter that you just wrote to yourself, that you're about to write for yourself. Take another read, because you're going to take up authority. You're going to take up authority, and you're going to walk in dominion, and you're going to make sure that all hell break loose, because you're about to fall off some of those bad habits and create some new routines that's going to better you, that's going to support you, that's going to propel you to your next level. All right, that's it. That's all. Um, that is not it, but there's going to be a part two to this. I promise you, because it's already like 60 minutes into this. Like, I mean, if I already lost you like 2 minutes in this, like, oh my god. So there's going to be a part two to this. The part two to this, we're going to actually go through um, your goal setting, right? Where you be ready to break down the 3 goals that you pick for yourself. Now, this exercise that we're about to go through in part two, it can definitely, baby, definitely, what do you call apply to every area of your life. But let's stay focused. We're here in the health and wellness sector. Okay, so we're going to focus on just the health and wellness. So we're going to talk about the 3 goals that you have for your health and wellness goal this year, right? And then we're going to break down those goals, and we're going to come up with strategies on how to achieve those goals. And then we're going to create avenues that we're going to execute and make sure that we show up. We show up for show up for ourselves. We show up to celebrate ourselves. We show up in advance because we know it's already done, baby. It's already done. All right. Make sure you're following me here, those of you who are watching, and make sure you're tapping into the Facebook community where I'm going to be posting this video, because again, this is the orientation for 1000 Families Global, the community, and maybe the name's going to change, right? I think the name did change, but be a part of the wellness community where it's all about health, it's all about wellness, it's all about impact and income. We get to the business, we get to shaping and toning that body, and we definitely get to the bankroll. Okay, we teach you how to set up that residual streams of income. We teach you how to set up that multiple streams of income, because we need that flow. We are the flow. All right. But when health is your wealth, baby, everything else falls in. All right. Peace, love, unity, and abundance. See you soon.